My name's Carol Tharp-Perrin, and I'm going to explain Surya Namaskara A. That's a sun salutation. And we will build that sun salutation from the ground up. That's why I'm on the ground here. Just to help you learn how to do this wonderful flowing movement that can actually become a meditation. So our breath is key to that. We've talked about that in some of the other videos I've done, the importance of a big inhale through the nose, and then roll it down, exhaling through the nose. So the sun salutation moves with that rhythm of the breath. And once we get that connected with the movements, then we can move into a true moving meditation, which is so beneficial to the body, mind, and soul. And that if you can do, for instance, 5 to 10 sun salutations a day, the benefits are tremendous for the rest of the day. And sometimes it's hard to think about just repeating something over and over again, but that's the secret, because when we do this repetition of the sun salutation, that is what will allow us to be able to move with the rhythm of the breath and create a meditative flow. So once we get it memorized, we can just go with that flow. So I'm going to give you some of the steps to build towards a sun salutation, the A sun salutation. And then once you do it, try to think of it more like body prayer, like a ritual of greeting the day, greeting your inner essence and what matters the most, like a prayer as you move through your breath and stretch and strengthen your body. It's incredibly beneficial. So when you start out, sometimes you just need to warm up a little bit. And so if you'd like to just lay down maybe in the beginning, once you get it memorized, you might not need this later, or maybe you're just a little stiff in the morning, you can bring your knees in towards your chest and just kind of give yourself a little hug, and maybe just roll from side to side with a little twist. Take one arm out one way and the knees the other way. Breathing. And then take it the other way. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist. And take a couple of breaths there. All right, then we come back up and want to wake up that spine a little bit. So just put your heels down close to your buttocks. And on the inhale, arch your lower back up. Okay, so that means you're going to pull your shoulder blades together, lift your sternum up, arch that lower back, and actually the thoracic spine right here under the shoulder blades. Pull that all up, inhaling, and then on the exhale, spread your shoulder blades and press down into the floor, really deep. Try to flatten your back into the floor. Pull your belly down towards your spine, really press down. All right, so we do that again. Inhale, arching up. Oh, beautiful. Through the nose, inhale. Exhale, press it down. Flatten the back, spread those shoulder blades. Great. So you could do that 2 or 3 times, and then your back feels better. Then give yourself a little hug, and just roll over to one side, and come up on your hands and knees. So now we're going to do the same thing you just did, only we'll be on our hands and knees. So you're going to inhale, your heart opens, take your tail up, good. And then exhale, tuck your head and your tail, tuck both, and arch your back up like a cat, stretching that back. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, tuck your head and tail, stretching, pull that belly back against your spine. And maybe one more, inhale. And exhale, tuck that tail. All right. Then the next step will be easier. Once your spine wakes up a little bit, the next step is like a body traction. Okay, this is going to be a down dog. So you tuck your toes under, and you're going to lift your hips up, and your knees might be bent. Eventually, you're going to try to press those heels down to the floor. So just see what you can do to get those heels to eventually go to the floor. If they won't go in the beginning, that's okay. You can have your knees bent. But just pressing into those heels as best you can, trying to shift the weight back to your legs as best as you can. You see I'm like pushing my thighs back, and the weight is eventually more in my legs. My hands are wide, pressing the fingers into the floor, and I'm tucking my tail under a little bit. So it's not up like this, but I'm pulling it under like we did in the cat stretch. Pulling it under and breathing. Inhale, exhale. Let's take 2 more. Maybe you can hear me breathe. All right, that helps to open you up. And like I said, you could be like this breathing, right? Just slowly trying to get those heels to go down as best you can. All right, then we're gonna step up. So when you first step up, if you can bring your foot right up there, great. If not, maybe you need to put a knee down, bring a foot up, and then press into that foot and bring the other foot up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull your tummy in. Just fold over as much as you can. And then inhale, reach up. Stretch those armpits, right? Stretch right in here. Stretching, reaching. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. All right, so we want to try to, well, eventually this Sun Salutation will stretch every muscle in your body. Okay, so let's try the beginning. You're going to root into your feet. Maybe press your big toes down and let all those other little toes just grip the floor. You want to tuck your tail under and lift your heart up. Okay, so we don't want to be like this, but tail tucked under, heart lifting, and your arms alongside your body. Just rooting down into the floor. Feel that deep rooting. Then with an inhale, we reach up, and like I said, we stretch these armpits. Stretch them up as much as you can, perhaps looking straight ahead, and if you can, look up into your hands. If your hands won't come together, if they're doing this and your elbows come out, that's okay. Just keep them separate. You want your arms to be straight. With time, you'll be able to bring those hands together. So either way is fine. Just see what you've got. Reach like this. Eventually we reach like this. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart, pull your tummy in and fold all the way over. Then you're gonna inhale, look up. So if you can, keep your hands on the floor. Lengthen through your spine and pull your belly back out through your tailbone there. If you can't do that, you can come up on your fingertips. If you need to come up a little more, that's okay. But we aim to be eventually touching the floor. So here we go, inhale, look up. And then exhale, we're gonna plant our hands and we're gonna step back into plank, trying to support your whole body. So that might be a challenge in the beginning. Just do the best you can. If you need to put your knees on the floor, that's okay. You're building strength just doing this. And then you can come down. You're gonna try to pull your elbows in and just come on down. If you have to hit the floor, it's okay, you can hit the floor. And you're gonna point your toes behind you. Now, make sure that your elbows are back here a little bit, back alongside your body, okay? Now we're gonna inhale, lift your chest up, right? And then maybe a little higher. Maybe you can press all the way up. You might still be on your knees. Maybe you can get off of your legs and inhale up. Then tuck your toes under and come back to that down dog where we're pressing down in the heels, breathing into it. We're going to take 5 breaths here. So we'll say we had 1 breath, 2,
Inhale, exhale, 3. Get a deep inner focus as you breathe, 4. One more, 5. All right, now if you can bring this foot up, you can just do that. If you need to put your knee down to bring your foot up, that's okay too. Bring it up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull that tummy in, fold over. As best you can, right? You might not fold that deep in the beginning. And then inhale, reach up. Stretch the armpits, look. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. There we go. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation. Now, eventually, you will get stronger and you'll be able to do a little bit of jumping back and jumping forward. So, I'll show you how that might go. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, look up. Exhale, jump back. Inhale, up we go. Exhale over the toes, pressing down on your heels. Breathing, 5 breaths, right? I'll take one more breath and just pretend it's 5. All right. And then we're going to inhale, hop up there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Ah, very nice. All right? So just remember the steps that you can use to build it. You might not jump around the first time, right? Let me do one more that's a little modified just to help you remember the steps. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, look up. And exhale, just step back into plank. Come on down. If you need to put your knees, put them down. That's okay. If you can, try to plank. Then press back in your heels. Inhale, up we go. Then over the toes into your down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 5. Okay, good. If you need to put a knee down, go ahead. Maybe you can just step up there. That's good. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So there's different alternatives of building that pose. To go ahead and put your knees down, but try to move towards a stronger stance with time and try to move with the rhythm of your breath. To welcome the day with a little body prayer. Thank you. Namaste.